Pretty cool, everybody. What's going on? Mr. Dave out here. We are working on a new project. It's going to be so awesome. We are working on something called the bobcat enclosure at Lions and Tigers and Bears up in Alpine. And if you get a chance, you should definitely come out and check this place out. We're going to be adding a water feature as a little waterfall with a wonderful rock somewhere in this area here for bobcats to hang out on. And so it'll be a waterfall, 3 ponds, maybe a stream bed down here in the middle. We're kind of working it out right now, but it's such a beautiful place up here. Oh my gosh, beautiful green hills, lions in their enclosures, just amazing. With Shake and Mr. Dave here on the rock pile. We are up here in Alpine, California at the Bobcat exhibit. We have been moving forward since the last update video, and it's looking pretty cool. We got rocks moved around with an excavator, kind of get them set. That's going to be the perimeter of the pond over here. And let's walk around a little bit and talk about what's shaking. So this is the pond that's going to start off the water features. There's going to be 3 ponds. One over there, one over there, down next to those old boulders there, and one here where I'm standing. They're all going to be interconnected in some fashion. That's the feed pipe for it. And it's going to look, this thing's going to hopefully look like a spring of some kind, like a rock with cracks in it, and the water's been bubbling up out of it. It's going to start off right here and go boom, boom, boom into that pond. We started the bender board, that green board there, for the outer perimeter. These things are going to be flushed every 2 to 3 days, depending on what the kind of poopage the bobcats are doing. Apparently they like to poop in water. That's why I've been hired to create a, this is actually a toilet. It's a bobcat toilet. We're making a bobcat toilet. Anyway, 3 ponds, and that is the spring rock. We bent the rebar together, and we've got the burlap going. Next will be chicken wire, and then the scratch coat. They planted it out with all these wonderful shrubs. They put sod around the whole outside areas. I'm telling you though, this is going to be bobcat paradise. Apple trees right here. Little guys getting ready to produce the fruit all the way to maturity. Anyway, this thing has just been majorly transformed. I just am really happy with how it came out. This is sort of the spring rock where water wells up and feeds these 2 big ponds, and then they overflow on that little stream over there and feeds the base pond, and that's where the skimmer is, and that gets all the leaves picked up, and you just change that out over, you know, the course of the projects, over the course of running it, I guess you would say. Here's our spring rock. We got a piece of rock over it, over the PVC, so it doesn't bubble in too much. It just has a nice smooth flow. We like our flow to be smooth, man. And here's the wonderful, just love the sound of water. So we rotate around over here. We already did the lower portion of our, I call it the Lion King rock. And so that is the Lion King rock right there. So that's gonna be where the bobcat's gonna hang out over the little pond, maybe jump in it and splash, which would be awesome. You can kind of see it from this perspective. We have the pond right there, so I want to be able to get a good viewpoint for the guests to see our little creatures, our little kitties. So we got the burlap on the inside, chicken wire on the outside, and this was poured up with pegboard on the outside, so we filled that up from the inside, so it's got full-on good thorough coverage over it, no problems, solid as a rock. This thing is not going anywhere. If you recall the other videos, this rock is fake. The front half that extends, we added that, so it's sort of like the, I call it the Lion King lock. Lion King lock? Lion King rock. Yeah, can't even talk. And so the bobcats can hope will get up there and perch right there, and the guests will be able to see them better. And I think this rock is the fill pipe. So I like to try to hide things a little bit if we can. So anyways, yeah, that's real in here and fake there. So that's really heavy, and that looks like it would tip over, but it is hollow inside, and we have the whole video that talks about how we did that, how we built that. Here's all the real thing, you know. Love all the stuff they got going on here. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Little places for the little bobcats to hang out and hide. And so they have just cherried this exhibit space out maximum. We have our drain pipes here. They're all gonna be able to be flush. We're gonna have a single valve down there, let it go, and all the water will drain out. Rinse it off with a hose, let the thing fill back up, and we're good to go. Here's the skimmer. I changed out the pump. Got a better pump, a little more long lasting and stuff. So we've got our chlorinator and our power, and all the pipes from there in are not glued. So they are able to be pulled right off. So there's our stream and the spring rock up there in the back. And oh man, I can't wait to build one of these in my house. All the rocks around the perimeter are artificial, except for a couple that, well, all of them I guess you would say are artificial, but I blended them into and onto the real rocks. You can kind of see there's a little demarcation line right there. That's a real rock, that's the faux that I built up, and I painted it to match. But all the rest are just faux rocked. These guys are faux up about, let's see if I can get my finger in the right place, about half the top of the rock. That one I think is all fake rock. You know, it's pretty good. I can't tell which is which. So real simple design, real basic kind of water feature. We're gonna have a skimmer down the bottom, and that's gonna be filtering off some of the poopies. And you guys got to come up here to Lions, Tigers, and Bears in Alpine and see what we made when we get her done. And I don't know if you remember, if you guys have looked at the videos, this is all dirt, and they have since run it with sod, run into the whole area and applied sod and made everything just so amazing. The bobcats have these really cool little houses they can hang out in, and kind of looks like a frontier town. And there's the stream we added. We didn't quite get the flow through the pipe, which I was kind of assuming might be the case. And so we just threw that in. It was pretty easy, really. Just lay the liner down and then build up the cement around the perimeter. Some of the stones are laying right on the liner itself. And you have these places where you can see I just brought the cement up, and then the crack, this thing settled a little bit, pulls away, but it's okay because the liner's in there and nothing's gonna leak. So, and rocks crack, right? It's a crack there. So cracked rocks are not a catastrophe. That's actually part of their morphology, I think is the word. And so I'm just so proud how this thing came out. It was much bigger than I had initially planned. If you want to find out how we do this stuff, go to www.davehenderson.podia.com, P-O-D-I-A, davehenderson.podia.com. And you got some free stuff you can get there, as well as my books and a couple of courses and stuff, and fun stuff. So anyways, remember, every day be happy, be thankful, be forgiving. If you get the grateful part and the forgiving part done, the thankful part done, you're gonna have an awesome life. Be afraid of nothing, fear nothing. All right, get out there, do something awesome every day. Make someone smile, make someone laugh, and do something cool. All right. So we'll see you next time on the Rock Pile. Mr. Dave checking out. See you next time. Bye.